Buffalo gals, won't you come out tonight? Come out tonight, come out tonight. Buffalo gals, won't you come out tonight and dance by the light of the moon? As I was walking down the street, down the street, down the street, a pretty little girl I chanced to meet, and she was fair to see. Buffalo gals, won't you come out tonight? Come out tonight, come out tonight. Buffalo gals, won't you come out tonight and dance by the light of the moon? I'd like to make that gal my wife, gal my wife, gal my wife, and I'd be happy all my life if she were by my side. Buffalo gals, won't you come out tonight? Come out tonight, come out tonight. Buffalo gals, won't you come out tonight and dance by the light of the moon? Come all you jolly seamen, likewise the landsmen too. It is a dreadful story I will unfold to you. It's all about the Cumberland, the ship so true and brave, and it's many's the loyal seamen that met a watery grave. It was early in the morning, just at the break of day, when our good ship, the Cumberland, lay anchored in the bay. When the man from on the lookout down to the rest did say, "There's something like a housetop to the larboard she does lay." Then our captain took his telescope and he gazed far o'er the blue. Turning round he said as follows to his brave and loyal crew, "That thing you see over yonder just like a turtle's back is that cursed rebel steamer they call the Merrimac." Then our decks were cleared for action, each gun was pointed true, but still that rebel steamer came steaming o'er the blue, and on she kept a-comin' till no distance did us part, when she sent a ball a-hummin' that's still the beat of many's the heart. In vain we poured our broadside into her ribs of steel, but still no breach was in her, no damage did she feel. Up stepped the rebel commander and a voice of thunder spoke, "Pull down your flying colors or I'll sink your Yankee boat." Then our captain's eyes did glisten, his face grew pale with rage, and in a voice of thunder to the rebel commander said, "My crew is brave and loyal, and by me they will stand, and before I'll strike my colors, you can sink me and be damned." Then this ironclad she left us 100 yards or more, the screeching and screaming of her balls our wooden sides she tore. She struck us right amidships, her ram went crashing through, and the waters they came a-pouring in on the brave and loyal crew. Then our captain turned unto his men, and unto them did say, "I'll not leave the Cumberland while she does ride the wave. It's you, my loyal comrades, may seek your lives to save, but I'll go down with my gallant ship for to meet a watery grave. They swore that they'd not leave her and man the guns afresh. And broadside after broadside poured till the waters reached their breasts. And as they down went sinking down in the briny deep, the stars and stripes still floated from the maintop's highest peak. Did you ever hear tell of sweet Betsy from Pike, who crossed the wide prairie with her lover Ike, with 2 yoke of oxen and 1 spotted hog, and a tall Shanghai rooster and an old yaller dog? Hoodle-dang, fall-de-dido, hoodle-dang, fall-de-day. Well, out on the prairie one cold starry night, they broke out the spirits and Betsy got tight. She cavorted and snorted and danced o'er the plain, and she displayed her ignorance to the whole wagon train. Hoodle-dang, fall-de-dido, hoodle-dang, fall-de-day. Now the engines come down in a wild screaming horde, and Betsy was afeared they would scalp her adored. So behind the front wagon wheel Betsy did crawl, and there she found engines with musket and ball. Hoodle-dang, fall-de-dido, hoodle-dang, fall-de-day. Now they went to Salt Lake just to find out the way. Old Brigham saw Betsy and asked her to stay. But Betsy got frightened and run like a deer, while Brigham stood up pawing the ground like a steer. Hoodle-dang, fall-de-dido, hoodle-dang, fall-de-day. Ike yelled out, "Where are you?" And Betsy yelled back, "A grizzly bear's got me down flat on my back. You'd best stay inside, Ike, don't come out of doors, 'cause a lady can't wrestle without showing her drawers." Hoodle-dang, fall-de-dido, hoodle-dang, fall-de-day. Well, they swam the wide rivers and crossed the tall peaks, and camped on the prairie for weeks upon weeks. Starvation and cholera and hard luck and slaughter, but they reached California spite of hell and high water. Hoodle-dang, fall-de-dido, hoodle-dang, fall-de-day. On Springfield Mountain there did dwell a likely youth I knew full well, Lieutenant Cushman's his only son, a lovely youth, scarce 21. One Monday's morning he did go down in the meadow for to mow. He scarce had mowed quite a round the field when a cruel serpent took his heel. When he received his death lie wound, he laid his side down on the ground. To return home was his intent, crying aloud long as he went. His voice was heard both far and near, but none unto him did there appear, thinking that he some workman called. Alone at last poor boy did fall. It was in the year 1761 that this sad accident was done. Let this a warning be to all, to be prepared when God doth call.
Doodle, 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 dandy, cornstalks, rum, and a homemade brandy, Indian pudding and a pumpkin pie, and that'll make the Yankees fly.
And every Yankee will have on his back a great big pumpkin in a sack, a little molasses and a piece of pork, and away we'll go straight for New York.
Doodle, 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 dandy, cornstalks, rum, and a homemade brandy, Indian pudding and a pumpkin pie, and that'll make the Yankees fly.
Come all you good people, where'er you be, who walk by the land or sail by the sea. Come listen to the words of a dying man, I think you will remember them. It was on December the 18th day, when our fleet set sail for America. Our drums and trumpets loud did sound, and then for Boston we were bound. And when to Boston we did come, we thought by the aid of our British guns we could make those Yankees own our king, and daily tribute to him bring. They said it was a garden place, and that our armies could with ease tear down their walls, lay waste their lands, in spite of all their boasted bands. We found a garden place indeed, but in it grew many a bitter weed, which soon cut off our highest hopes and sorely wound the British troops. For to our sad and sore surprise, we saw men like grasshoppers arise. Freedom or death was all their cry. Believe they did not fear to die. When I received my death lie wound, I bid farewell to England's ground. My wife and children will mourn for me, whilst I lie cold in America. Fight on, America's noble sons. Fear not Great Britain's thunder and guns. Maintain your rights from year to year. God's on your side, you need not fear. A 40-gun frigate from Baltimore came. Her guns mounted 40, the Richard by name. Went to cruise in the channel of old England land with a noble commander, Paul Jones was the man.
Hoorah! Our country forever! Hoorah!
We had not sailed long before we did spy a large 44 and a 20 close by. Both noble vessels were laid in the store. Our captain pursued for the bold York shore.
Hoorah! Our country forever! Hoorah!
At the hour of 12, Pierce he come alongside with a loud-speaking trumpet. Whence came you? He cried. Pray give me an answer. I've hailed you before. Or this very instant a broadside I'll pour.
Hoorah! Our country forever! Hoorah!
We found 'em 5 glasses so hot, till 60 bold seamen lay dead on the spot. 70 more lay bleeding in gore. How Pierce's loud cannon on the Richard did roar.
Hoorah! Our country forever! Hoorah!
Then our gunner got frightened. To Paul Jones he came. Our ship is a-sinking likewise in a flame. Then Paul Jones exclaimed in the height of his pride, saying, this day I'll conquer or sink alongside.
Hoorah! Our country forever! Hoorah!
I love my wife and I love my baby. I love my biscuits sopped in gravy. Hey, little black-eyed Susie, ooh, little black-eyed Susie, hey, little black-eyed Susie, hey. One thing make me happy, 2 little boys call me Pappy. Hey, little black-eyed Susie, ooh, little black-eyed Susie, hey, little black-eyed Susie, hey. I got drunk and I got boozy, I got drunk and hugged my Susie. Ooh, little black-eyed Susie, hey, little black-eyed Susie, ooh, little black-eyed Susie, hey. rode up to the old man's gate, and loudly he did say, "You keep your oldest daughter at home, the youngest one I will take away." He clamb upon his milk-white steed, and she on her dapple gray. He flang his bugle horn around his neck, and they went a-riding away. They had not gone more'n a mile and a half until they both looked back, and to see her father and 7 of her brothers come a-trippling over the slack. "Oh, get right down," sweet Willie cried, "and hold my milk-white steed, while I fight your father and 7 of your brothers, or go dying in my own heart's blood." She got right down without one word, and held his milk-white steed, and you see her father and 7 of her brothers go a-dying in their own heart's blood. "Oh, slack your hands, sweet Willie," she cried, "your wounds are deep and sore." "Oh, slack your hands, sweet Willie," she cried, "for father I can have no more. If you don't like what I have done, you can love some other one. And I wish you were home in your mother's chambery, and me in some house or room." They rode up to his father's gate and clapped against the rank. "Oh, father, oh, mother, asleep or awake, rise and let me in." Sweet Willie died like it was today. Fair Ellen died tomorrow. Sweet Willie died of the wound that he received. Fair Ellen, she died of sorrow. They say there is a land where the crystal waters flow, or beds of ore of purest gold, way out in Idaho.
Away, Idaho, we're coming, Idaho. Our 4-horse team will soon be seen way out in Idaho.
We'll need no sieve or spade, no shovel, pan, or hoe. The largest chunks lay top of ground way out in Idaho.
Away, Idaho, we're coming, Idaho. Our 4-horse team will soon be seen way out in Idaho.
We'll face hard times no more, and want we'll never know, when we have filled our packs with gold way out in Idaho.
Away, Idaho, we're coming, Idaho. Our 4-horse team will soon be seen way out in Idaho.
I'm old Tom Moore from the Bummer's Shore in the good old golden days. They call me a bummer and a gin sot, too, but what care I for praise? I wander around from town to town just like a roving sign, and the people all say, there goes Tom Moore of the days of 49. In the days of old, in the days of gold, how oft times I repine for the days of old when we dug up the gold in the days of 49. There was Nantucket Bill, I knew him well, a fellow that was fond of tricks. At a poker game he was always there and heavy with his bricks. He would ante up and draw his cards and go in a hat full blind. In the game of bluff, Bill lost his breath in the days of 49. Now there was New York Jake, a butcher boy. He was always getting tight. And every time that he'd get full, he was looking for a fight. One night he run up against a knife in the hands of old Bob Klein. And over Jake they held awake in the days of 49. In the days of old, in the days of gold, how oft times I repine for the days of old when we dug up the gold in the days of 49. There was poor old Jess, the old lame cuss, he never would relent. He never was known to miss a drink or ever spend a cent. At length old Jess, like all the rest who never would decline, all in his bloom went up the flume in the days of 49. Now there was Roaring Bill from Buffalo, I never will forget. He would roar all day and he'd roar all night, and I guess he's a roaring yet. One night he fell into a prospector's hole in a roaring bad design, and in that hole roared out his soul in the days of 49. In the days of old, in the days of gold, how oft times I repine for the days of old when we dug up the gold in the days of 49. You can take me away from Dixie, but you can't take Dixie from me. You can take me away to the end of the world, but my Dixie ways will follow me. I got the South in my mouth while I'm talking. Swanee smiles on my face, you can see. I still say you all, and everyone knows there's nothing but cotton in my best suit of clothes. I get all my cheroots from Virginia, all my mail from Tennessee. Spend my cash on Southern hash, the only thing that pleases me. But take me way up north with the ice and snows. I want to be down south where the cotton grows. You can take me away from Dixie, oh, but you can't take Dixie from me. A good man is hard to find. You always get the other kind. Just when you think that Here's your pal. You look around and find him hanging round some other gal, and then you rave, you even crave to see him laying way down in his grave. So if your man is right, take my advice and hug him every morning, kiss him every night. Give him plenty loving, baby, treat him right. 'Cause a good man nowadays is hard to find, doggone hard to find. If you don't like my peaches, baby, don't you shake my tree. 'Cause I'm a freestone peach, nothing clings to me. Oh, there's rocks in the ocean and the deep blue sea, but a brunette baby made a fool out of me. If you don't like my peaches, baby, don't you shake my tree. If you don't like my peaches, baby, don't you shake my tree. I'm a freestone peach, nothing clings to me. Well, I ain't so good looking and I ain't very cute, but girl, you ought to see me in a wet bathing suit. If you don't like my peaches, baby, don't you shake my tree. I said, if you don't like my peaches, don't you shake my tree. 'Cause I'm a freestone peach, nothing clings to me. Well, since beef steak went up to $1 a pound, I eat so many rabbits I've been hopping around. If you don't like my peaches, baby, don't you shake my tree. I was born way down in Dixie in a boomer shack, just a little shanty by the railroad track. The screaming of the drivers was my lullaby, and a freight train whistle taught me how to cry. I got those freight train blues, loaded, loaded, loaded. Got 'em in the bottom of my rambling shoes. And when that whistle blows, I got to go. Lordy, 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 got those freight train blues. The screaming of a steamboat never stirred my soul. The roaring of an aeroplane drives me cold. The only thing that makes me want to navigate is the wildcat whistle on a southbound freight. I got those freight train blues. Lordy, 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 got 'em in the bottom of my rambling shoes. And when that whistle blows, I got to go. Lordy, 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 got those freight train blues. My daddy was a brakeman and my mammy dear, she was the only daughter of a engineer. Sweetie was a flapper and that's no joke. Don't see how in a word she keeps a good man broke. I got those freight train blues. Lordy, 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 got 'em in the bottom of my rambling shoes. And when that whistle blows, I got to go. Lordy, 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 got those freight train blues. Asheville Junction, wah! Swanano Tunnel, wah! Okay then, babe, wah! Okay then, wah! I'm going back to, wah! Swanano Tunnel, wah! That's my home, babe. Wah! That's my home. Wah! Last December, wah! Well, I remember, wah! How the wind blowed cold, babe. Wah! How the wind blowed cold. Wah! When you hear my wah! Watchdog howling, wah! Somebody round, babe. Wah! Somebody round. Wah! But when you hear my wah! Screech out squalling, squalling, wah! Somebody dying, Lord, wah! Somebody dead, wah! Old Riley, God knows, wah! He killed my partner, oh, wah! He couldn't kill me, babe, wah! He couldn't catch me, wah! I'm a falling, wah! From my shoulder, oh, wah! All day long, babe, wah! All day long, wah! Hold my hand, Lord Jesus, hold my hand. Hold my hand, Lord Jesus, hold my hand. There's a race that we must run, and a victory to be won. Every hour give me power to go through. I'll go through, Lord Jesus, I'll go through, I'll go through, I'll go through, Lord Jesus, I'll go through. There's a race that we must run, and a victory to be won. Every hour give me power to go through. I'm your child, Lord Jesus, I'm your child. I'm your child. I'm your child, Lord Jesus, I'm your child. There's a race that we must run, and a victory to be won. Every hour give me power